little update. The new fangled cup system really worked out really well. It's much better. My gun still isn't great, but it really made the whole process much easier. I'm not having to clean out a cup. Anyways, so you may notice something. See that? Got that glass back in. Got the seats back in. We even have carpet. And check this out. I'm waiting for this for a while. I love this guy. Momo Prototipo. So, yeah. The door panels are really bad. Well, they're not really bad. The fitment's kind of bad. I need to get that. Mainly what I'm doing here, you may be wondering why I'm putting crappy stuff in the car. I'm figuring out what I want to do with this stuff with regards to like recovering it and all that stuff. Dash, same thing has to happen there. I'm going to build a center console. There will be a rear seat delete. You know, the other panels got to go in there. Basically what I'm doing is getting the stuff up out of the floor, out of the house, back in the car. And I'm essentially getting the car to where I have to where I can the interior will basically just be modding. Finish the car, get the interior to where it's functional. I gotta get some more switches. Functional, but obviously it's not gonna look great. That's the very last thing that we're gonna do. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Engine still runs good. Oh, by the way, AGM battery. I was farting around with it, and I left the AC running, the little fan motor. Drained that sucker dead, DED dead. And I look. There's this Mercedes dude on YouTube, and I watched some videos with him, and he showed me this really cool way to trick your charger into recharging a completely dead AGM battery, and it totally worked. You just take another battery and wire it in. You just hook your charger up to that battery, then you hook that battery up to your battery, and it'll charge them. It'll charge them both. So save the battery. So yeah, we're really close. Getting this paint stuff figured out was it's really kind of sucks. But here's some good news. We have figured out my little air system. This guy, these filters, those are awesome. Those are great. That was a winning decision. This Harbor Freight, winning decision. Okay, did really well there. Shot the roof. We're gonna get the glass back in so that I can just basically get everything back together and stuff. And then at that point, after I have everything painted, like I got to cut in that guy. I'm gonna paint both the bumpers. Yeah, I'm gonna paint both the bumpers. Then at that point, it's gonna be a matter of just doing essentially a respray on the car. Because, hey, it was my first try all by myself, and it didn't turn out so great. The main thing here, I think I've figured out all the problems that happened here, which is don't use this. I might even get a better gun, and use a LVOP gun instead of that other one that I gave back to my neighbor. So I think we got that situation figured out. This is a different situation. This was kind of an experiment. I didn't reshoot sealer, and so that's why you can kind of see some of the scratches, I think, because I didn't get them out all the way. So I was willing to, I really just wanted to see what I could get away with. But the main problem with this is those holes up there, and I didn't realize it until I walked in here, and there was, let me see if I can find it here with my finger. can't see that. You can't see that at all. But basically, a little purple flower was sitting right there in my paint job. And that's when I realized, yep, this is definitely all coming from up there. Anyways, yeah, I gotta get this place sealed up a lot better. But I think we can wet sand and buff out this stuff. I got 2 thick full wet coats on this. So maybe this is part of the learning process, all right? Figuring out what we can get away with. We're not trying to cut corners and do things crappily. We're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And really, you can only figure that out by trying things. So, once the glass is in, I can wet sand this and get water all over the place, and it'll be fine. These guys, this needs to get painted along with, I think maybe whenever I cut in that, I'll paint these and maybe the scoops. But I'm not worried about the scoops because water will get in there and drain out of there. That's not a big deal. All of this stuff, water going in here, that's not a problem. This, I can be careful and watch this little area, or I can just put the seal in, put the mirrors back on. Doesn't matter. This, no, wet sanding the roof was really annoying, and I wasn't able to. I think that's why some of the scratches were there, because whenever you're supposed to wet sand and then wash off what you've done, and then you wet sand the other direction. So you go this way and then you go this way, but in between you got to rinse off all the sand particles and stuff. 1 grain of sand, leave a scratch. Anyways, wasn't able to do that because she's not sealed up, but we're gonna get her there. So yeah, this video is going way too long to basically tell you almost nothing, except for we got some of the glass back in and some of the interior back in. Anyhow, that's it.